with Kylie last year, and her story is so beautiful, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, honey, do you want to just tell us a little bit about your business, what your heart is for your tribe, and just a little bit of your amazing story, like leading up and why you're doing what you're doing?
Okay, I'm the founder of Thyroid School. I've had thyroid disease since I was 21, just quite a few years now. And when I turned 21 and my thyroid went AWOL, I put on 50 kilos, which is quite a chunk of weight for most people's standards. So Thyroid School popped up one day, and that's what I did. I thought I can get my message out to many, many, many people that way. So Thyroid School is kind of about me sharing what I learn and hopefully putting different ideas in front of other people, so that they might think, oh, I hadn't thought of that, I'll give that a shot. That's what I do. And any little thing that I come across that I think might be helpful, I share it with people that also have the same struggles. So that's me.
Yeah. Oh, honey, you're amazing. You help so many women with this just horrible disease.
Waking Up in Paris came across my screen one day, Facebook, whatever it was, I'm not sure. And I went, oh, this actually would be helpful, because, you know, when you've put on weight and all that kind of thing, you really struggle to know what to wear and how to wear it. And you kind of just buy what you think looks good. You don't, you know, that's it. Does my bum look good in this? It's kind of all you go for.
Yeah. Last year we did some work together, and you went through my program, Brand Yourself Beautiful. Do you want to just tell us, like, what was it about Brand Yourself Beautiful that attracted you, that made you say yes, that, I don't know, that piqued your interest, that made you think that this might be the right thing for you?
As a naturopath, and always have done, because of the excess weight, I don't feel like I look like a naturopath should look and all that kind of stuff. But one day I raced down to the post office here, and I was wearing, oh my God, I was wearing tracky dacks, and I don't think my hair was even brushed before I chucked it up. And I literally was like, oh, I had so much to do that day. So I just went, no, that's okay. I'll just race down, post these things back. The lady went off and got a parcel for me, and then she came back. She goes, oh, are you a naturopath? I went, oh, my whole heart, because she's asking me if I was a naturopath, and I said, oh yeah, I am. Anyway, I gave her my card. Needless to say, I've never heard, she's never called me, because she probably lived, I don't think so. And it just made me realise that you just kind of can't, I guess you have to represent yourself, and I got a lot of trouble to brand Thyroid School, and it never occurred to me to brand myself.
Was there anything that kind of held you back from doing it? Was there any doubts or insecurities or fears, or like what was it that made you just do that final, you know?
Look, anyone who's overweight will tell you this is what always comes to mind with anything like this. I'll wait till I've lost the weight. It's like you don't deserve to until you're the appropriate weight in your head. I could be wasting time, money, etc. Or I might pick up something. So
when we first started going through all the material, like, how did those feelings change?
Wow. It was it was fascinating. Going through this was kind of like asking myself those questions, like, what did I like? What did I find beautiful? What did, you know, I'd never done that before. It was amazing, you know? So it really truly was a process of getting to know me, and it was really surprising to me. It wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be at all.
And so what were the other things that stood out for you, major shifts and changes for you because of going through the program?
Okay, first of all, doing the mind mapping. I've actually got my mind mapping here. So that people like, we can just see.
Do you know how happy that makes me? Look at all that beauty on a page.
I can't seem to put these away.
Oh,
It took a really long
yeah.
time to actually fill out such a large amount of words that described what I find beautiful. That was really tough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I had to really think, what is beauty to me, you know? What,
Yeah.
so going through those, that was mind-blowing for me. The mirror exercise, that was...
You hated me for that, didn't you?
I did it first.
I know you did.
That's literally, for anyone watching, you standing naked in front of a mirror and
oh yeah, baby,
looking at yourself. And of course, at first, typical female, the judgment comes in, and I spent the first 10 minutes judging, honing in on all the cellulite and the bumps and the lumps and the, oh my God, that's awful, that's terrible. Then after a while, I don't know, something happened, and I sort of zoomed out, and I sort of went, oh, you know what? I've actually still got kind of a womanly shape, and it's really not that bad. And okay, yeah, I've got a bit of a neck and all this sort of thing, but yeah, considering I've carried a child, I've had chronic disease and all that kind of thing, I realized, yeah, it kind of wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So, and that was big for me. Yeah, that was big for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that exercise is very much about actually facing what's in front of you, because I think more often than not, we're either throwing daggers at our bodies and hating on them, or we're completely ignoring them.
Agreed.
So what that exercise gets you to do is actually look at your body and learn to find ways to appreciate it and be grateful for it, and not be so judgmental and cruel.
We are our own worst critics. We really are.
Yeah.
The other thing that I discovered, and this is so weird to me, I discovered things like, I hate asymmetrical clothing. Can't stand it.
You never knew that before.
I had no clue that I didn't know that about myself. You spend your time going, how does that look on me? Will that make me look slimmer? And that kind of thing. Whereas, it was one of those things of, oh, I really don't like that look. It's awful. But I had items in my wardrobe because it fit me.
Yes.
That's it. That was the only reason.
Yeah. And that's where women get so stuck when it comes to their personal style, because we are bombarded with messages that tell us that our personal style needs to make us look thin or tall. And so that's the first priority. It's very rarely about, what do I love? Like, what makes me feel beautiful? What speaks to me? What are the fabrics that, that I just love wearing? And we've been taught to focus so heavily on looking skinny, on buying the latest trends, on buying whatever it is that whatever celebrity is wearing, that we have no idea what's actually beautiful to us, And so that's the process that Kylie's talking about, where I take my lovely ladies through, is stripping all of that back and starting from scratch, like building a foundation of, what does beauty mean to you? What speaks to you? Like, what touches your soul and helps you come alive, and makes your heart flutter when you see something.
But I think also from the business perspective, I kind of had this image that you had to wear a certain kind of clothing and a certain kind of style. So I think that learning that I could put what I found beautiful into my business, and that would still be good, that would still work. And that's what actually speaks about the authenticity of who you are, because you are bringing equally amount what is beautiful to you, what speaks to you, but also what speaks to them, because what speaks to you is showing them your honesty, and it's showing who you are, and it's displaying that to your audience. Absolutely.
So what were the main things that, since you've done the program, that have kind of stuck with you and that have changed the way that you do style or you get dressed
do you know, one of the main things that's changed is shopping. Shopping
Yeah.
was hard before because I would literally be looking for what made me look slimmer. Bottom line,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And since figuring out what I liked and what I don't like, I go for, first of all, for the colours, right? Now, after going through your programs, I went to Bunnings. Now, for those that aren't in Australia, Bunnings is like...
And can I just say that Kylie's an overachiever, just to let you know, all right? And I love overachievers.
This works. I went to Bunnings, and these are the colours that I...
Oh,
beautiful.
oh,
Okay?
that is heaven. Isn't that beautiful?
So,
Oh, Kylie. And do you know what? Her Pinterest boards, like, because we go through Pinterest boards too, and that was all your colour palette, wasn't it? All those colours that you got there.
it makes you overlook things that, oh, I'll get that because it fits me. Now I can go, oh, okay, no, that's beautiful. I love that colour, and it will work with anything, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really, that's what changed big time, is the shopping. I did a huge exercise where I pulled out everything in my wardrobe. I cleaned out my wardrobe. I put everything on the bed, and I went through everything piece by piece and went, okay, A, did it fall into my colour palette? B, did I find it beautiful? All those things. And I was left with literally 4 or 5 items left in my, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
I went, I can't get rid of all of that yet because I won't have anything to wear.
Yeah.
But then in this light flash moment, I went, you know what? They are literally all I wear now, because that's all I feel good in anyway. And that was a light bulb to me. So I did take out everything, and it just so happens that for my birthday I went to Bali anyway, and had some clothes made there. And so it was just so easy to pick fabrics that would all match, and pick styles that I knew I find beautiful. And this sounds really, I guess, selfish, but it doesn't matter what other people find beautiful.
Yeah.
It only matters what I think is beautiful.
But the thing is too, that people are actually attracted to a person that is genuine. You know what I mean? So you don't need to please anybody else in that sense. And although you need to be able to connect with people, if you're, you know, looking full on crazy pants, like we probably, you know, have to chat. But like in general, like if you're dressing in a way that's completely authentic to who you are, to what speaks to you, to what is beautiful to you, then that is naturally incredibly attractive to people. And that's what draws people into you, because you're being 100% real and genuine, and it makes you interesting, you know. It's not about, oh, I have to dress like so and so in this magazine and I have to wear these lines because that makes me look skinnier. And I'm not saying that there's not a place for those tools. Like, I think there is a place, and there are times when you might want to, you know, wear clothes that make you look a little thinner or a little taller or whatever, but it's just not the first step. It's not the first priority.
I think I've discovered though, I worry less about how big I look in clothes now, going through this process, because suddenly my focus has shifted, and I'm more concerned about, do I feel beautiful? Do I love this fabric? Do I feel flowy and floaty? And and it's kind of that seems to have distracted me from, does my bum look big in this? I don't know. It's completely switched my focus.
And that's just not very fun when you're getting dressed and all you're worried about is if your butt looks big, you know? Like,
not at all.
It's not fun. I know you told me you did have a bit of a moment when you were doing the mirror exercise where it made you really emotional. You told me that there was lots of tears. What was that? Do you think? Like, what was that? What
don't
was
do that, because I might cry online, and I don't want to. No, it was just that. It's going to make me cry. It's one of those.
No, but it matters. Like, it is. Like, this stuff is deep. Like, it's deep stuff, you know? and you put in the work and you got the reward from it. But I know that that was really hard for you. Like, I know that.
Oh, I think it's hard for any woman, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Any woman that's actually looking at herself, I think that's tough for any of us, you know, regardless of your size. But what I've started doing since then is that when I go to the shops and when I, you know, look at other women or whatever, I literally now look for what's the beautiful thing on this woman. Now it's coming just naturally that I look at women and I go, and I now go, oh my God, look at her skin, it's beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at the effort she's gone to with her hair, or oh, look how she's matched her earrings with her shoes, or
it's so beautiful.
It does. And the more I do that with others, the more I do that with myself. And that's been game changing for me.
So what was the breakthrough, do you think, with that mirror exercise? Like, what was it that brought the tears and then brought you out of that? And that, do you know what I mean?
It was giving myself a break.
Yeah.
It was looking and going. It was that moment where I went, oh God, I'm hopeless. It was that moment where I went, oh crap, it's not as bad as I thought it was. That's what brought the tears. It's accepting that it's not that bad.
Oh, you're making me cry now. You're making me cry now.
Yeah, so I guess as women, we're so focused on how can we make it better that when we go, oh, you know what, it's okay the way it is, that's the game changer.
So it's just giving you a gentleness and a kindness and an acceptance. Like, I am big on, you know, embracing your body and loving yourself and all of that. But the reality is that that's a really long journey, and that's a continuous journey. And I guess through this program, my hope isn't necessarily that you'll fall head over heels in love with your body, because I think for a lot of us, that's maybe not realistic a lot of the time. But my hope is that you will come to a place of acceptance, you know, that you can accept what she is, and it's that be okay, and you feel a gentleness and kindness towards that.
Yeah, and the styling and the beauty, although the styling tips were fantastic and all of that, it was that coming to the realization of that, oh, you know what, I'm good the way I am right now. Let's make the day beautiful.
It's amazing.
Rather than you know, when I've lost that weight, or when I've healed my thyroid, or you know, those things. You know?
And you know what? Like, I love talking to you about this, because that is such a huge roadblock for women, is that they think they have to get skinny first, or they have to get better first, or they have to not get busy, or they have to earn $1 million, or whatever it is. They're waiting to feel beautiful. And I think my message over and over and over is that women deserve to feel beautiful now. Right now, you know, and that's kind of the flow-on effect. If they can get that feeling now, like, everything else flows on after that, you know. Like, I just feel like that is the first step, not the last step. It's the first step.
It is a game changer. It really is, to set yourself up. You know, when I look in my wardrobe now of a morning, there's still not that many more clothes in there, but now everything I love. And it doesn't.
And the thing is too, that you've got the skill now. You know, like, you've got the skills now, and it may be a slow build, like that wardrobe may be a slow build, and that's okay, but you've got the skills, and they're lifelong skills now. You've got them. You're
incredible, you know. What you've taught me is I can't even put into words how you've the world.
Oh, sweetie, thank you so much. I am so just thrilled that I even got to meet you, and that we kind of tripped over each other in the way that we did, and it's just so lovely. So it's just been such a joy to work with you, especially with somebody that just has given it everything, you know, like, you gave it everything, and it's just makes my job just the most delightful ever. Alrighty, lovely. Well, thank you so much again for spending time with me. I'll see you soon.
You will.